Oh, squishy. Wow, the gearbox is so nice. Oh, squirrel. Let's see if I can find neutral in this thing. Ha! Nailed it. Look at that. Oh, oops. I left with the covers on. That's funny. God damn, that boy disgusting. This is my 2022 KTM 450 SMR. Here it is in all of its glory. I've wanted a Supermoto for a really long time, and I finally bit the bullet on one. I really thought about converting, but I really didn't want to have to deal with the headache of it. So I'm just going to take you guys for a tour around this thing and tell you a little bit about it. 2022 KTM 450 SMR. It's on a Bridgestone front, and I just put a brand new Metzler 165/55 on the rear. Literally haven't even ridden this. This is the first time I've gotten to ride it because I got it with a flat tire in the rear. I bought it second hand. I think it had like 3.7 hours on it. And I've done a couple things to it. I do have big plans for it cosmetically, but honestly, performance-wise, it's pretty much going to stay stock. I don't really want to ruin the reliability of this thing to begin with. And second, it really doesn't need much. I mean, so we'll start with the coolest thing about it, I think. It's the Alpina tubeless wheels. It's a 16.5 front, 17 rear. I might end up changing that just so I can have a 17 setup, but we'll see how we like the 16.5. It's got a Galfo front rotor on it already, a Brembo M50 single side. It's got a Brembo Master, nothing too fancy. We'll probably end up swapping that out. I think WP, rear shock in the back. It's got traction control and it's got power modes, which is super cool to have on, I mean, essentially a dirt bike. And I've only had it for a few days, and I have done a few things to it. First thing that I was most excited about, but didn't really turn out the way I wanted, titanium pegs. These things are like half the weight of the other ones. I need to grind them down a bit so they don't absolutely obliterate my boot. The exhaust actually sounds pretty good on this thing. The seat's super comfy. Another thing I've installed, well, half installed, is my quad lock. I just have to get my damper off the other bike. I did a high pressure radiator cap, and you guys see this little guy right here. This is the fan controller. I went ahead and put a little fan on them too. So just so you guys know, when you buy a bike like this, it's pretty much a race bike. I mean, not pretty much, it is a race bike. It comes on slicks, it has no lights, and it's not necessarily quote-unquote street legal. So it's missing a few things, and you can make them street legal, and that is why. And I'm not sure if I'm going to fully make this thing street legal, but right now I have the safety things. So we got a fan wired in here. I got a hidden switch underneath the seat, and you'll see when I turn it on, it'll show the temperature of the bike. So now the fans are on. They're set to kick on at 192, so they're not going to kick on anytime soon. The other cool thing I did was this. I added a tail light. I'm waiting for the switch to come in for the Master, but I added a tail light, and it's right under here. Now, will the rear tire rip this off? I don't know. We're going to find out. I mean, it goes pretty high, as you guys can see here. So, I don't know. We'll see. And I'm definitely going to go wild with the cosmetics, because I got to do something that matches the R1. I mean, we got one bike with a lot of personality, and although this thing does have a ton of personality, I think it just needs that little bit more. I literally haven't even gotten to ride this thing yet, and that's what we're going to go do right now. Before we go, let me give you guys a little sound check. You guys can see the light is on too. Sounds pretty good. Sorry I've been off. I've just been taking a break from everything, but I'm gonna start rolling out videos now again. I got a few queued up for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Oh, you made it, great.